Hi guys, so today I thought I would review this La Prairie concealer and foundation for you. This foundation retails for around $200. On top is the concealer, and at the bottom there is this foundation. I don't think it's the most clean design. So this foundation has a very different review online. People either love it or hate it. I tested this foundation in 3 ways. The first way, I tested without any primer or setting powder. The second time, I tested with this silicone-based primer. This is just from Lancome La Base. It's just a bottle of silicone. It's highly overpriced. I don't recommend this for you. And the third way, I tested with a kind of oil control primer together with oil control setting powder. This one is from Japan, Sofina primer. This one is Elegance, from the brand Elegance. It's a Japanese high-end brand. It's just a oil control setting powder. I highly recommend this, by the way. So I have my notes here of how the foundation performed. So the first way, when I tested out without any primer or setting powder, 1 hour and 3 hours later, the foundation stays exactly the same as if it just applied it. It had a satin finish, a little bit of a natural skin glow. It's light to medium coverage. 5 hours after I apply the foundation, the glow is stronger and it looked really nice, very dewy, and it looked flawless. 7 hours after I apply the foundation starts to get powdery, like visibly powdery. It was not very oily. The whole face looked not as nice. 8 hours and a half after I applied the foundation, in this triangle area, I started from the chin and around my nose and all the way here, and also small parts on my cheeks where I tend to have larger pores. This triangle area starts to get really powdery, and you can see the foundation in my pores if you look really close. 10 hours and a half after I applied the foundation, my whole face got really oily, and this triangle area gets really powdery. So the second time I tested with this overpriced Lancome primer, 3 hours after I applied the foundation together with this guy, my whole face looked extremely oily. It was a fail. Like, I had to take it off. It looked really horrible. You would not want to wear it outside at all. And the third way, when I tested with this oil control primer and this really high-end Japanese setting powder, I'm very confident that these two products do not cause problem, because these two are very well-reviewed Japanese products. A lot of Asian girls love this combination. So when I just applied the foundation together with the oil control primer and setting powder, I had a matte finish on my skin. It's kind of between matte finish and natural skin glow. 3 hours afterwards, my face did not get powdery and it had a very natural skin coverage. 5 hours later, my face started to get powdery. The foundation started to break off around my nose because I sweated a little bit. And 7.5 hours later, in the same triangle area, I had this horrible dry patches, and the foundation started to get really powdery. My pores started to show. It basically looked like a bad drugstore foundation. So from my research, this foundation tends to get really good reviews from people with drier skin. And I've seen reviews online where people really like it, but I thought I would provide an honest review from me with more oily skin. That's something for you to consider before you purchase this foundation. By the way, I bought this foundation in the color Tender Ivory. This concealer, the formula is really great. This reminds me of Clay de Beau concealer, which is like a $70 concealer. These two formulas are very similar. However, this color is so much lighter than this foundation that I don't think I'll ever use it, except for testing it. It's just really bright. Even if you use it for under eye, it's still kind of too light. Anyways, I hope you guys find this review helpful for you. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye.